I want to also say this to the media, to urge the media to express to the local schools and school children that they are so welcome to join in on the aspects of the Republican convention. It's a real learning experience. It will be historical for them. We will have public seating, and we would like to urge any school that maybe even at the end of the year for their field trip on the 6th and 7th, join in on a real political science experience, which I think they will probably be one in a lifetime, at least my lifetime experience to have in Fort Wayne. I want to open it up to the media for any questions. Rachel, anything you'd like to ask? Well, you're like Helen Thomas. I'm going to call it on you, but you're much better looking than Helen Thomas.
A few years younger, too.
Yes, a few years younger. Any questions that you might have?
No, I didn't see
So
that.
that's sexist and age.
Nothing. Ryan?
Steve, what did you learn from the Democratic convention that was held here in 2012 that you would either like to copy or to avoid?
Well, to try to get all those people who intended to vote Republican. But I think I'm going to ask Visit Fort Wayne to come up. Dan, if you want to come up and talk a little bit about how maybe that learning experience helped your group.
To answer your question, I think one of the things we learned from the Democratic Convention was that a lot of people hadn't been to Fort Wayne in a long time. They may have been up here for some basketball tournament or for some other purpose, and then they realized how dynamic downtown was, what a great convention package we had, besides the Grand Wayne Center being one of the best premier meeting facilities in the state, if not the Midwest. And we got a lot of oohs and ahs. So what we learned from that is to copy that. Keep them packed in downtown, show them the assets of Parkview Field, the hotels and the convention center, and we'll wow them. I think the other thing we're learning is you do have to promote and get people to get out of their normal routine of going to a convention and kind of going home. So the host committee is putting a lot of energy with an website, some promotional activities to let people know there's a lot of other things to do here than just go to the state convention, which is critically important, but to bring along your family and do some other things. So we're putting some dollars and efforts into promotion as well.
And will there be busing for people in like the southwest part of Indiana? Because that was some of the grumbling at the Democratic convention with people in the Evansville area.
I'm going to have Bill talk about that for a minute.
I actually went down and attended the regional county chair event that was held in Gas City, Indiana. And we listened to a lot of the concerns that were expressed, and basically what we have promised those people is that we would work with them in overcoming any obstacles that the delegates had as far as attending. I think that's going to be pretty much worked more on a county-by-county basis, but we are prepared to offer assistance. We did offer to provide transportation. Some people have suggested that perhaps gas cards would be more beneficial and helpful. So we don't have that plan down yet, but we will be working with the different, through Tim Berry and the state party with the county chairmen down there. And really the objective is whatever they come up with as an objection to come into Fort Wayne, find some way to overcome that. We're trying to maximize the attendance at this convention. I think that's a local objective as well as a state objective.
How many official delegates?
I think there's
1,775.
Yeah, just short of 1776, but 1775, and you know that's officially how many delegates are potentially here. I mean, you don't normally get 100%, but we're going to try to get as close to that as possible.
Just quickly, we are seeing a lot of excitement and interest in this convention. There are delegate races in many counties across the state. Years past, oftentimes you signed up to be a delegate, you were automatically a delegate for the convention. Many counties have convention races, and in fact, over half of the convention delegates will not be named until the election on May 6th, or yeah, May 6th.
I would like to point out also, and Dan, maybe you can help me with this, that Visit Fort Wayne has a great website, a phenomenal website, and all of our information is on that website, and it is updated on a regular basis. And it's so easy to remember that I'm going to have Dan come up here and tell you the address.
Thank you, Steve. We get a lot of inquiries about Fort Wayne, and we assist convention groups who have delegates coming are a little bit unfamiliar with our city, but often creating a microsite. And our microsite address for this convention is visitfortwayne/GOP. And with that address, people will be able to pick up information like they might want to download maps, they want to find the host hotels and other hotels they can go to, they may want to learn a little bit about some of the attractions, but there will also be, as it's flushed out, the complete schedule of events and activities for the convention hosts and their family, as well as the other things to do in Fort Wayne.
It is visitfortwayne.com/GOP. Okay. Yes, sir.
Maybe I missed it. I got here a little bit late. What economic impact are you expecting from the convention?
I think I'll let Dan take that one, too. That's why we have a Visit Fort Wayne organization in Fort Wayne. Let him put it on the line.
Thank you. We forecast the economic impact to be in excess of $350,000. It's a day-and-a-half long convention. We plan to stretch into 3, so those dollars could come up. You have a fixed number of delegates of hopefully 1,750 that come, but they will bring spouses. There's other officers in the state and in the county offices, and also the Republican Party. So we're going to be in excess of 2,500 people involved. Then you have the local people involved. So the expenditures are quite substantial. This is a large convention. It has a large economic impact. We're very glad to host it, and really particularly pleased with Tim Berry, State Chair, choosing us, because that took a lot of groundwork to break the mold of getting out of Indianapolis. So this is a real coup for our city and state, and it's a great opportunity not only to get the economic impact, but probably set some things up for in the future for other cities and even us to host it again.
Have you been working with small businesses on helping them get ready?
We do. We've been interfacing as we do around the Grand Wayne Center in downtown a lot, letting people know the dates. We often publish the dates of the convention so they know that. We send out a notice every week, and we'll be gearing up our restaurants, and as it gets closer to June, letting people know.
Just like to have your indulgence for 2 more very, very important individuals representing both the Grand Wayne Center. Marcy, I think you're going to come up here, and or you're here already, okay? And Barb Richards, one of the greatest radio personalities in Fort Wayne. Many of you remember her that. She is now the media director for the Embassy Theater. So, ladies.
All right, well, I am not a radio personality, but very, very excited to be helping with the process of hosting this convention. Democratic convention went very well for the Grand Wayne Center, so we are prepared to make this one wonderful. So just thank you for everyone that's bringing it to Fort Wayne.
And I consider myself one of the most blessed individuals in the history of Fort Wayne, that I could take my radio career and translate it into working for such a wonderful facility that we have in Fort Wayne. The Embassy is a much beloved part of downtown Fort Wayne, and we're so excited that we're going to be included into this Republican convention by getting the people to stay for another very exciting night right there, right in downtown Fort Wayne. And you can bribe me, and maybe I'll tell you. No, I won't tell you. I won't do that at all. But we're very excited to be a part of it, and the Embassy Theater is just glad that we could be included. So thank you very much.
You don't need to bribe anybody when you have somebody like me who keeps a secret, okay? Any other questions from the media, from any of our audience here? Well, I again want to thank all of these people on stage. Another thanks to Bruce Dye for helping with the financial aspects of supporting our community. It's very important for Fort Wayne. It's going to put a historical mark, a very positive one on our city. Anything else? If not, I wish you a lot of good luck, and we'll see you on June 6th and the 7th. Thank you.